Imagine traveling from London to Paris in just 30 minutes. Or commuting across your entire state in less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite show. Sound like science fiction? What if I told you that technology is not only real but rapidly advancing, promising to completely redefine how we live, work, and interact with our cities? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Hyperloop technology. We'll explore what Hyperloop actually is, the benefits of Hyperloop for urban areas, current Hyperloop projects and their progress, the challenges of Hyperloop implementation, and ultimately, if Hyperloop will truly be reshaping urban living as we know it. If you're fascinated by the future of transportation and city planning, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our deep dives. So, what exactly is Hyperloop? At its core, it's a proposed mode of passenger and freight transportation that involves propelling a pod through a near vacuum tube. Think about it, near vacuum environment. By removing most of the air from the tube, you drastically reduce air resistance, allowing for incredible speeds. Magnetic levitation, maglev. Just like some high-speed trains, Hyperloop pods float above the track using magnetic forces, eliminating friction and enabling smooth, rapid acceleration. Electric propulsion. These pods are propelled by electric motors, offering a potentially clean and sustainable form of transport. The concept was popularized by Elon Musk, who open-sourced the idea, sparking a global race among various companies to bring it to fruition. We're talking speeds potentially exceeding 1,000 km per hour, 600 plus mph. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How could Hyperloop genuinely reshape urban living? The benefits are immense and far-reaching. Massively reduced commute times, CO, faster commutes, reduced travel time. Imagine living an hour's drive from your job, but with Hyperloop, that commute becomes 5–10 minutes. This fundamentally changes the concept of proximity. Expanded housing and AMP, lifestyle choices, CO, affordable housing, rural living, city jobs. People could live in more affordable, less dense areas further from major city centers without sacrificing career opportunities. This could decongest cities and allow for a better work-life balance. Economic growth and AMP, regional connectivity, CO, economic development, regional integration. Hyperloop could link cities and even countries, creating massive economic corridors. Businesses could operate across wider regions, fostering new markets and job creation. Think about how the internet connected the world digitally. Hyperloop could do it physically. Environmental impact, CO, sustainable transport, reduce carbon footprint. With electric propulsion and reduced reliance on cars and short-haul flights, Hyperloop has the potential to significantly lower carbon emissions and air pollution in urban areas. This is a huge win for climate change efforts. Efficient freight transport, CO, logistics innovation, supply chain. Beyond passengers, Hyperloop could revolutionize logistics, delivering goods quickly and efficiently, reducing congestion on roads and speeding up supply chains. Disaster relief and AMP, accessibility. In emergencies, Hyperloop could rapidly transport aid, medical supplies, or personnel across vast distances, enhancing resilience and response times for urban populations. This isn't just theoretical anymore. Several companies worldwide are making significant strides. Virgin Hyperloop, now largely absorbed into Hyperloop TT and other ventures. While direct passenger testing has seen some shifts, the original Virgin Hyperloop team made history with the first human test ride in 2020. Their focus has evolved, but the initial breakthroughs were crucial. Hyperloop Transportation Technologies, Hyperloop TT, they've been building a test track in Toulouse, France, and are working on commercial projects, focusing on different capsule designs and system integrations. They're pioneers in the technology. Hart Hyperloop, Netherlands, focusing on a European network, Hart has a test facility and is exploring unique lane switching technology within the tubes, crucial for a complex network. Transpod, Canada, France. Aiming for high-speed connections, Transpod has proposed routes like Calgary-Edmonton and is developing its own levitation and propulsion systems. The European Hyperloop Centre, a new 420-metre test facility in the Netherlands, built by various Hyperloop companies and research institutions, showing a collaborative effort towards standardization and deployment. While a fully operational, commercial Hyperloop line for passengers isn't here yet, the progress in test facilities, component development, and regulatory frameworks in 2024 is truly exciting. It's no longer a question of if, but when. Of course, a project of this magnitude isn't without its challenges. And addressing these is crucial for Hyperloop's success. Cost of infrastructure, CO, Hyperloop cost, infrastructure investment. Building thousands of miles of vacuum-sealed tubes, along with propulsion and levitation systems, is incredibly expensive. Billions, potentially trillions, would be needed globally. Securing this funding is a major hurdle. Safety and AMP, reliability, CO, Hyperloop safety, emergency protocols, what happens in a power outage? How do you evacuate a pod in a vacuum tube? These are critical questions that require robust engineering and fail-safe systems. The safety standards will need to be exceptionally high. Land acquisition and AMP, environmental impact, CO, eminent domain, eco-friendly construction. Laying down tracks across vast distances will require significant land, potentially impacting ecosystems and existing communities. Navigating land rights and environmental regulations will be complex. Public acceptance and AMP, noise, CO, public perception, noise pollution, while the tubes are sealed, the stations and maintenance facilities will still impact communities. Gaining public trust and addressing concerns about noise, visual impact, and security will be vital. Regulatory frameworks and AMP, standardization. Because it's such a new technology, there are no existing regulatory bodies for Hyperloop. New laws, safety standards, and international agreements will need to be developed and harmonized. Energy consumption. While electric, powering such a vast system at high speeds will still require substantial energy, necessitating a move towards renewable sources to maintain its green credentials. Despite the challenges, the vision of a hyper-connected world is incredibly compelling. Imagine megaregions, cities currently far apart becoming part of integrated megaregions, where people and goods flow freely and quickly. Decentralized living. The pressure on mega-cities eases as people can choose to live in smaller towns, enjoying lower costs and better quality of life, without sacrificing career opportunities in the urban core. New industries. The Hyperloop itself would spawn new industries in engineering, manufacturing, operations, and maintenance, creating countless jobs. Tourism and AMP, culture. Traveling to new cities or countries for a day trip becomes entirely feasible, enriching cultural exchange and tourism. Hyperloop could allow us to reclaim time, expand our horizons, and truly live more flexibly and sustainably. So, when can we actually expect to ride a Hyperloop? While test runs have been successful, moving from a test track to a fully operational, revenue-generating commercial line is a massive undertaking.